Alam nyo ba itong SMDC? Ang gandang gawin na puhunan. Kung gusto nyong mag-invest sa mga kondo nila, maganda yung mga locations, talagang prime, mala resort yung mga amenities. Well-managed yung cleanliness, saka pwede mo pang maparent yung kondo na mabibili mo. Hindi mahal yung bayad sa pag-reserve, pati yung monthly mong down. Talagang abot kaya nating mga tiga-ibang bansa. So guys, kung gusto nyo magkaroon ng sarili nyong kondo, pamumuhunan ninyo, titirahan o gagawing bakasyonan, may eksklusibong discount kami ng SMDC dito sa Over a Glass or Two. Mag-email lang kayo sa amin sa oagot.us@gmail.com. Pwede ka din magbenta nito para sa ekstrang pera mo. So email lang kayo sa oagot.us@gmail.com. Get your mind and body rejuvenated with Monarch Montage, Skin Science and Medical Aesthetics. Secure the glow you always wanted. Achieve the body of your dreams. Monarch Montage upholds its high standards in beauty. Beauty is the harmony of science and art. Beauty is balance and civic. Complexions are meant to be immaculate, and beauty is beyond time. Imagine the possibilities. In the Philippines, contact Dr. Homer Mendoza. In New York City, contact Dr. Alicia Almendrao. Learn more at monarch-montage.com. Monarch Montage, the beauty and health continue. Coming to you from New York City, bringing the video podcast for global Filipinos around the world. Watch and listen as we speak and get to know different celebrities, icons, influencers, and inspiring people. Join Jesse Dang and Jay Cass as they talk about anything and everything while bridging the gap between Filipinos of different generations and genres of choice. This is Over a Glass or Two.
Bye. Ayun na naman ako. Nahuli na naman ako.
Hello.
Nagsasara
Kumusta
ng
po
camera
kayong lahat?
Naka-posing na ako. Tapos yung
Oo
camera
nga,
ko sarado.
Oo nga. Kumusta po kayong lahat? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Yeah, we usually do it on a Tuesday or Wednesday, Friday or Saturday or Sunday. So anyway, kumusta po kayong lahat? Happy Tuesday, everyone. It's 9:09 p.m. here in the US. So, good evening po sa aming dearest USA. At sa Pilipinas naman po, it's Happy Hump Day. It's 9:10 a.m. Kay aga-aga.
Yes.
So, good morning po sa aming mahal na Pilipinas. And J-Cass, ikaw naman, go!
Yes. Wag lang Hump Day. Happy Hump Me Day, sana.
I know, right?
From Brooklyn naman po, good morning
Yes.
sa lahat ng mga Filipinos and non-Filipinos in different time zones, in different dimensions, in different continents, in different galaxies, in this whole wide universe!
Ala, hindi ka nagpapakita ng kilikili ngayon.
Wala Hindi po ako naka-sleeveless tonight.
Nga eh. Kasi malamig pa din dito sa US.
I know.
Grabe.
Kagabi at saka today.
Yes.
Ano ba yun? Nag-snow pa kagabi, no? Kahapon. Sa Jersey at banda dito, sabi ko.
My God, I'm sick and tired of this. What the heck happened to spring? Nawala ang
Delayed,
spring.
ganyan
Nakakaloka.
talaga.
Delayed. My God, nakakaloka. Tsaka J-Cass, alam mo, excited ako sa ating special guest for today.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Idol yan eh. Before ng Jokoy, ito na talaga. Diba? Pinapanood
The OG.
natin yan. Oo, the OG talaga. So, the OG Gyud. Grabe, sobrang excited. So anyways, bago natin tayo mag-start and mag-hi sa mga nag-comment, we would like to say hi. Teka, mag-hi muna ako. Kay Joyce, o nga pala sabi ni Ramir, birthday girl, ngayon ba? Hindi ko, sorry. Sa sobrang busy ko sa work, hindi ko
Nakita
na-check.
ko sa Facebook kanina.
Talaga, hindi pa ako nag-check ng Facebook. Pero, my God, happy birthday, Joyce!
Happy birthday, Joyce!
Kailan ba tayo gagana,
I miss
Joyce?
you. It's been a long time, sister. Hope to see you soon.
Yes, and congratulations sa new job, Joyce.
Meron?
Hopefully, we'll see you, one of these days for dinner, ha? We love you, we love you. Mwah. Hi, Papa Ram. Okay, Jcas, go sa 49 OFW, one Filipino worldwide sa susunod na eleksyon.
Guys, huwag po natin kalimutang suportahan ang tumutulong sa ating mga bagong bayani at kanilang mga pamilya. Ang number 49 OFW party list, kahit saan mang panig ng mundo, kung Pinoy ka, OFW ka. Iisa lang tayong lahat. Kaya suportahan po natin ang One Filipinos Worldwide number 49 OFW party list. Sama-sama po tayo para sa ating mga bagong bayani.
Yes, kaya po sa inyong this coming May 9 na po ang eleksyon. So sa balotan nyo po, ilagay nyo number 49. Wala na kayo ibang ilalagay, number 49 lang. Kasi marami silang tinutulong ang mga OFWs all over the world. Even before sila si Ate Marisa Marisa Dalmar, before she decided na tumakbo for the party list, marami na po siyang tinulungan for so many years. Ayan. So anyways, before natin again mag-hi sa mga unang-unang nag-comment, we would like to say shout out sa sister ni Badong. Oh my God. Sa sister ni
nga
Badong.
pala.
My God, si ate.
Ate Milet Abisamis.
Sobra Milet Abisamis. Ate Milet, maraming salamat.
Taga saan daw siya?
From Canada.
Canada?
Oh my God.
Hello ate, thank you for watching.
I know, we were like surprised. Oo. Friend po namin si Badong Abisamis. So sabi niya, lagi daw nanonood yung ate niya while nagbe-bake, nakikinig. Sabi ko, ay, nakakatuwa naman from Canada talaga. Sabi ko, kala ko tayo lang yung nanonood. Pero marami pala.
And Jessie and
happy anniversary!
Oh my God! Second year na tayo.
Yes, our anniversary special is Rex Navarrete po. Maraming salamat, Rex, for saying yes. Legendary to eh. Happy anniversary sa OAGOT. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng nakinig, nagtiyaga at tumawa at umiyak. For 2 years po, I have no clue what the heck happened. Pinagtripan lang po namin
yung kalokohan natin 2 years na.
Naku, maraming salamat sa lahat ng tumulong. Maraming salamat Ate Pilar Mateo, Raymond Francisco, Tito Bunda, Wena Paz, lahat. Maraming. Si Cake, of course, ang aming mahal na si Cake. Naku, marami pang iba, sobra. Sa lahat ng celebrities na nag-yes, diba? Na parang, sige, at inalungkat namin yung buhay nyo at sa mga taong nakinig for so many years, for 2 years. Diba na natuwa naman kayo. Maraming salamat. Ayan. At ito pa, shout out kay Shuttered Light Photography. Yan. Pakita mo yung nila direct. Shuttered yan, di ba? Kinuhaan nila po kami.
Nag-photoshoot pala tayo.
Ayan, professional photographer sila. Yan yung dalawa, napakaganda, no?
Si
Des and Richard. Maraming salamat. Yan. Asan yung nila, information nila? Sobrang galing. They're located in California po, but they also travel all over the world. So, Shuttered Light Photography, Video and Photo Booth. Yeah, so just follow them on Instagram. ShutteredLight.com ang kanilang website. Ayan. So anyways, yan, mag-hi na muna tayo. Naku, naka 10 minutes na tayo. Nag-iintay na si Rex.
Puro kadakdakan natin. Oh my God.
Ate Herma Impaz. Hello, Ate Hermie. We love you. Maraming salamat for always listening for 2 years, Ate Hermie. We love you.
Hi, Kathy Russell Benson.
Friend ko, yan yung sabi mo, ang social lang name. Kathy, from Seattle. Kailan ka ba pupunta dito, Kathy? At kailangan talagang magchikahan tayo, ha? Ramir again, hi.
Hello,
Joyce.
Ramir.
Yes, De La Cruz, happy birthday. Dennis Martinez, happy anniversary. Ay, salamat. Joan Rivera, hi.
Hi, Joan Rivera.
Hello, maraming salamat po sa pakikinig for so many years, for 2 years. Samantha, happy anniversary. Yan. Samantha, hindi ko Ignacio, yan na lang.
Ignacio.
Guys. From New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Maraming
sa
salamat.
Sa lahat ng mga nakalog in, tell your friends about us. Share this video right now, guys.
Yes.
Ayan.
At baka baka hindi na po kami magtagal. Hanggang ngayon lang kami. Kasi 2 taon na kami. Bahala na kayo, joke.
Baka busy na kami.
Busy sobra. We have our day job and we have a lot of things going on in our life. Pero we will do our best pa rin po na ituloy ang Overglasser 2 kahit na 3 times a month na lang kami para sa inyo at marami kami mga special guests for
baka
April.
malay mo maging ibang
may
show.
spin-off.
Hindi
may
natin
bago
alam.
Meron tayong bagong spin-off. Coming. So anyways, ito na po. Introduce ko na ang ating special guest for tonight. My God, sobrang excited kami kasi sa April 1, pakita mo direct, sa April 1, April Fool's Day actually, he has a show actually in Jersey City. Yan,
wow.
And in Massachusetts, my God, April 1, the backyard. April 1st, right? The backyard. April Fool's Day yan. Rex Navarrete, Hella Pinoy Jokes featuring Rex Navarrete with special Filipino comedians. Panoorin niyo po siya. And before niyo siya panoorin, let's get to know him better. Kung ano talaga yung, alam mo yun, yung mga buhay-buhay niya at what's going on with his life, di ba, recently. So anyways, i-introduce ko na po. Dakdak ako ng dakdak. 12 minutes na pala.
Ang haba ng ano natin, no?
I
Intro.
know. So anyways, i-introduce ko na po ang ating special guest for tonight dito sa US at sa Pilipinas naman po, umagang-umaga. Okay. We all know today that the face of Fil-Am stand-up comedy is Jokoy. But before Jokoy, there was our guest for tonight. He's a legendary Filipino-American stand-up comedian that has been tickling our funny bones for so many years. He performed in many colleges and universities all over the world as well as various comedy clubs and festivals headlining sold-out performances. He became a household name in Filipino-American homes with his comedy albums Badly Brown, Husky Boy, Bastos, and a favorite ko to, Badass Madapaka. Diba?
Yes.
Makakatawa. He currently hosts the Flip Chronicles podcast where he chats with his guests about the world today. Let's get to know him and laugh with a man who gave birth to Fil-Am stand-up comedy. Guys, please welcome Mr. Rex Navarrete! Woohoo!
Hello,
Hi,
guys.
Rex! Kumusta?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you
Yes.
loud and clear.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
You guys.
You can't hear us? Refresh ka na lang daw, refresh.
Refresh.
Like, just umalis ka and then balik ka na lang ulit.
Refresh.
You can i-refresh ka na lang. Or you just exit out
I
and then
can't hear
just
you
come
guys
back.
for some reason.
Yeah, you
Really?
can't hear
Exit
us.
na lang, exit.
We need
X, and then come back. Yan.
We need a paper.
I know.
paper to write
Oo nga
on.
pala. Saan na ba yung
Something wrong,
papel?
Refresh.
Oo. X muna, X. Ayan.
Oh, no.
Ayan.
Paano ba
You
to?
can't hear us?
No,
Ganyan
he
po
can't.
talaga pag live eh.
I heard you kanina, but can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can
Can't
hear you.
Hold on.
Yeah, if you want, you can exit out. Exit out, Rex.
Yeah.
Oo. Okay
Hello.
na?
Yeah,
You can hear us?
I can hear us now.
Yan.
I can hear you now.
Ayan, maraming salamat.
We were trying to tell you earlier to refresh, but then again, I was about to write it on a tissue paper.
I know, right? Kumusta ka na,
Hello,
Rex?
Chelsea, Jacobs.
Naku, maraming
Kumusta?
salamat for saying yes finally. Actually, I would like to say thank you to, of course, to our dearest, yung mahal na mahal talaga namin, si Miss Lloyda Nicolas Luis,
Yes.
for hooking us up with Mr. Rex Navarrete, di ba?
Oh, yeah. I've known her. She's been a good friend of the family for many decades.
Oh my God.
That's nice. That's
Imagine, ang bilyonaryang Miss Lloyda Nicolas Luis, barkada ni Mr. Rex Navarrete. Nice! Anyways, Rex, before we start, do you have anything to drink? Because we have like a protocol here.
Yes.
Na pwede natin. Yes. Ayo. Anong
I'm
iniinom mo,
drinking.
Rex? What are you
Ito yung
drinking?
Schofferhofer.
Sofakovac.
Schofferhofer. It's a Hefeweizen. It's a grapefruit beer
Oh
from
my
Germany.
God. From Germany.
German beer. German.
Oh my God. I'm
Ayun.
sure nakapunta ka na ng Germany, no?
Yeah, years ago I was in Berlin, Essen, God, a couple others. I was there for work. It was so fun.
For
Long
sure,
time.
for sure. So anyways, sige, kailangan nating mag-toast ha kasi we have a protocol here. Tapos after nito, picture tayo, nagkwentuhan na tayo, okay?
Oo.
Okay,
Yeah,
go! Siyempre, I have to welcome you. We have to welcome you. Sa sambayan ng Pilipinas po at sa aming dearest USA. Guys, let's welcome Mr. Rex Navarrete. Welcome to
Hello, everyone.
Over a Glass or Two.
Cheers, guys. Let's
Cheers!
walk in.
Let's
Clank.
walk in. Bad sex daw
Just
pag
like in
hindi
the Philippines,
inom.
I had to put ice in my beer.
Oh
Just
yeah,
like in
dapat.
Manila.
Yes, talagang
I
serbesa.
have
Isa
no
pa.
shame. I also do that, you know.
Oo, ako din.
Kasi
Kapag
sa Pilipinas, wala tayong refrigeration.
Oh, medyo-
Pag mainit ang Red Horse,
Freezer.
lagyan ng yelo, di ba?
Ng yelo.
Mahal,
Correct.
mahal yung kuryente. You know?
Kuryente, yes. Rex,
So,
isa
it's
pa.
just,
Let's take a picture
Oh,
tapos
class
ano
picture.
ha. Okay, good. Class picture tayo. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ayan.
Ayan.
Kwentuhan na tayo. Grabe si Rex, nakakatawa pa rin, no? Kahit na nagsasalita lang. Grabe.
Oo nga.
Oh my,
I have a funny
Rex,
face.
kumusta ka na? Teka,
Good.
how's everything with you? Teka, sinare mo na ba to sa page mo? Did you share this? Na-share
Yep.
na yan.
Yep, it's out
Teka,
there.
Rex, kumusta ka na? How's everything? Ano na pinagagawa mo
Good.
lately?
Just writing jokes.
Talaga? Ano mo, Rex?
Just
sa totoo
writing,
lang?
getting ready for this tour.
I
You know,
know.
this trip that I'm gonna have this weekend in Jersey City. You know,
Yes.
you heard of it?
Yes.
Jersey City and the Boston area. So this Friday and Saturday, I'm gonna be on the East Coast. So
Oh
getting
my
ready.
God.
Yun, there's the poster.
Ayan,
So,
hella Pinoy jokes. My God, April 1st po, April Fool's Day, 8 p.m., The Backyard, 331 Westside Avenue in Jersey City. My
Jersey
God,
City.
Rex. Oo. Teka nga, Rex, alam mo sa totoo lang, I'm a huge fan. We're a huge fan. Like, pinapanood ko dati yung mga videos mo. Even before, you are actually the legendary Rex Navarrete na talaga, nung una, sabi ko, sino to? Akala ko pa nga una, ikaw yung boxer.
No,
You-
no.
in the beginning, that was years
I'm
ago.
non-violent.
I know.
Unlike WS. Okay, wait a minute.
Oo, correct. Oo, mamaya pag-uusapan natin yan, Will Smith. Yes. Pero Rex, teka, kwento nga. Alam mo, gusto ko talagang really wanna know you better. Like, paano ka ba nag-umpisa? Ay, teka, sino yung dumaan? Sino yung dumaan? Anak mo?
Yeah. It's just yeah.
Ah.
Jackie, sit down. Sit down.
Akala ko kung ano
Mamaya
dumaan.
say hi.
Mamaya may
Oo,
nakikita
mamaya
ka na
hi.
namumuo.
I'm multitasking. I'm doing your show and also feeding my boy.
Oo.
That's
Oo, ayun,
good.
teka. Kwento, mamaya pakita nga yung anak mo kung kasing gwapo ba ni Rex. Grabe.
No. He's better looking, but he's shy.
Oo. So, Rex,
I gotta make
kwento-
sure he's eating.
Yeah. Rex, kwento nga. Paano ka nag-start? Wait, dali. So you were born and raised in the Philippines or?
Yeah, I was
Okay,
born
kwento.
there. I was born
Okay.
there in Manila, but I was also raised I was raised in Cavite province. So, yeah, Cavite. I was raised in Cavite, and then I came to the States when I was maybe three years old, and came to Chicago, Illinois, and that's my first city, Chicago.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, 3 years old, but you can still speak Tagalog fluently.
Yeah.
Paano nangyari yun?
Because the household I grew up in was all Tagalog, so I still had to hear it, and then you just learn how to pronounce it. You just learn how to speak another language. You know, you speak English at school, and then when you come home, it's a mix. It's a mix of English and Tagalog. So that's just how it is. And then when I got older, and then I formally learned Tagalog. You know, took classes in college how to speak and write Tagalog properly. So
Oh my
that's
God.
what I did.
Wow. Rex,
Meron pala
saan
sa
ka,
college, no?
Saan ka sa Illinois nakatira? Sa suburbs?
Somewhere in the suburbs. This is so long ago. That's we were only there for maybe 2 or 3 years. My sister was born there, and so we moved to San Francisco from there. So that's where
okay.
that's where I mainly grew up. Went to school in San Francisco,
Oh,
public
wait,
school, everything.
Meron palang college. You can take up a course or a
Yeah,
subject.
in Tagalog. Yep.
Oh, lahat
yeah.
ba? All colleges? They offered it or
Not
just?
not all colleges. Just well, in San Francisco State University had those colleges, had those classes. That you just have to sign up for it. So Tagalog classes are pretty popular now throughout different colleges on the West Coast. I think there might be some maybe there in the East Coast, some Tagalog Filipino classes. But yeah,
Meron
it's become more in demand.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. I-enroll ko nga yung aking anak na 10 years old. Oo, kasi we really
Yeah,
want
you
him to
should.
learn eh. Ang hirap minsan eh. Ang
Well,
hirap, no?
I mean, we're in the internet age, so now you could just learn any language on
True.
with a lot of apps. So that's good. And if you want to use your Google Translate, that's even easier.
Exactly, no? Mas madali,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So wait,
yeah.
so nung 3 years old ka, so okay, you came to the US, you went to Chicago, you went straight to Chicago, the family, and then after that, you moved to San Francisco.
Yeah.
And how was it growing up like in San Francisco? Kasi ang galing nung ano mo eh, yung meron ka na talagang gifted na yung pagiging comedian mo eh. So how is it? Saan galing ba yan? Like, does it run in the family?
Yeah. My mom is funny. My mom's side of the family, they're very funny people. So I think I got it from them, and Pinoy culture is about comedy, right?
It's
And,
true.
I think we make the best comedians anywhere. I think we're the funniest people. We're the funniest people in Asia, hands down, right?
That's so true.
But we grew up on it. It's part of our tradition. Comedy is part of our culture. It really is part of our culture. So it's not so hard for me.
I know, especially pag may gatherings, right? If there's gatherings, everyone are laughing and always like singing karaoke and doing things
Something,
randomly.
yeah. But there's always the center of everything is always humor and laughter.
And food.
And food.
And food. I mean, even though we're dispersed throughout the world, the food is a big part of our culture. But when we gather together, eating together, it's always funny. We're always laughing. So
That's so true.
There's always something to we look at, and then we find something to laugh about it.
To laugh
Sure,
about.
sure.
Yeah.
That's
I think
so
that's
true.
what makes Filipinos the most adaptable people anywhere. You could put us anywhere in the planet, and we'll adapt. We'll make it work.
That
Yeah,
is so
even
true.
even in the toughest of times.
That is so true.
That's
Uy, teka, Ate
resilient people.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, we are so resilient. Ate Pilar Mateo, one of the best publicists in the Philippines. Hi Ate Pilar, good
Hi, Ate
morning.
Pilar.
She's in the Philippines right now. Ayan, kilala ka rin
That's
yan.
right. What time is it in the Philippines then?
It's 9:30
early
a.m.
in the
Oo,
morning.
maaga.
Magandang umaga.
Oh, magandang umaga.
Yeah. If they're,
Magandang umaga, Pilipinas.
if they're awake now in the Umaga, they're having linganisa.
Nanggigis
Yeah,
and
ito
itlog.
seno.
Yes.
It's
Imbi-
you got a long ganisa or a short ganisa. Depends on your.
Oh my God!
Teka nga, Rex, saglit lang. Yung pagiging comedian mo ba? I mean, wait, ano sabi ni Direk? Ano?
Unplug and plug.
Paghihugot daw, tas ipasok mo ulit.
What?
Unplug it and plug.
Which one? The what?
The earphones. Kasi daw parang
Hello. Na naman? Okay na?
I think yan, okay
Ready?
na, no? Right? Okay
Check
na
1 2
yan.
1 2 check. Hello.
Ayan, okay na, okay
Did you
na.
make hugot na ba that our director
Hinugot mo
wanted
na
you to
ba?
hugot
Ano bang
and
hinugot
put
mo?
it back? Pinasok mo na ba ulit?
Oo,
Rex?
mamaya na natin
Yeah.
pag-usapan ng mga hugot-hugot na yan.
Okay.
Teka, Rex, sandali. So wait,
Did you went in? Did you went out?
yeah, did you went? Teka, Rex, yung pagiging comedian mo ba, was it because I know sabi mo nga, your family are comedians too, right? So when you were
Yeah.
younger, when did you realize that, oh my God, komedyante, meron pala akong sense of humor. So when
I
did
don't
you
know.
realize it? Nawala.
Ayan, nawala siya. Kasalanan to ni Direk.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Wait. Rex. Rex, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Hugot? Kasalanan ni Direk to.
We can't hear you. Oh my God, Direk kasi pinahugot pa eh. Sabi ko na,
Alam mo, bibili talaga ako ng
Plug
whiteboard
and
at saka yung whiteboard na maliit at saka
kaya nga,
pentel.
we can't
Kasi
hear
hindi
you.
tayo naintindihan ng guest natin pag hindi niya marinig.
Kaya nga, asan na ba yung whiteboard? I don't even know. Yan. Tapos ipa-plug ulit. Tapos ihugot ulit. We
Hello?
can't.
Hindi niya maintindihan yung, paano yung refresh?
Refresh. Can you get a
Refresh.
pen? And
Ayan.
Ayan, balik na lang. Kailangan talaga natin ng whiteboard,
Lalagay
no?
ko nga dito sa
Ate
listahan ko,
Pilar!
Amazon.
Ay, ang dinig ko dyan si Deng sex. Hindi, sex. Ate Pilar, maraming salamat ha. Pinasalamatan ka namin kanina eh.
One, two.
Ayan, okay na. Ayan.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Alam mo naman, pag live talaga, it's always like this. May technical difficulties.
I know, surprises.
Exactly.
This is
Surprise,
real life.
right?
Anything can happen.
Yes, exactly. So anyways, yun na nga. So, when did you realize na, komedyante pala ako, napapasmile ko pala yung mga tao?
I don't know. It's just I'm such a big fan of comedy and stand up. Well, especially when I was younger, I was very I would always go to the comedy clubs and just watch my favorite comedians perform. And little did I know they were teaching me how to do it. They were teaching me how to do stand up.
Sino favorite mo?
Oh, wow.
And the first one na pinanood mo? The first
Of course,
comedian?
of course, Eddie Murphy.
Oh my God, of course.
Richard Pryor, George Carlin, and Andy Bumatay from Hawaii. Henry Cho. Wow. So many. There's too many. There really is too many, and I now consider them, not just my mentors, but my peers. So.
Oh, so you met them too?
I've met a few of them. Not Eddie Murphy. I met Chris
Oh.
Rock. I like Chris Rock's material.
Oh my
Very
God,
important.
Chris Rock is...
Yes. Don't go there. Don't go there.
I
Yeah.
know. No, I just want
We're
to
at
say...
war.
I just want to say
We're at
sikat na,
war.
sikat
We
na naman
need
siya
to
ngayon.
we need to defend the honor of stand-up comics everywhere. So yeah, we're
You know
we're
what?
at
Since
war.
mamaya, sige, I have so many questions about your life. Pero since pag-usapan si Chris Rock, right? You mentioned about Chris Rock.
Sure.
I'm curious to know, like, from a point of view of a comedian, right? From especially a stand-up comedian, like, when is the time that you're supposed to like say? When is the time that you're supposed to like, oops, teka,
Don't say
I have
it.
to like, should I say it? Should I not say
or
it?
pull back, or
Yeah,
let go.
It really depends on you, the comedian, the setting, who the intended recipients of your joke are, and if you think they're game, sige, go. But then things change, just like what you saw 2 nights ago. It was funny. Will Smith was laughing at the joke until he looked at his wife.
I saw that video too. Yes.
Yeah, so it's anything can change, but yes, it's not all about Chris. Hey, why was the husband laughing? So stuff going on
Exactly.
at home. Stuff is going on at home we don't know about. Yeah, so
It's
and
so
then again,
true.
you don't. I'm just telling everybody. If you don't agree with a comedian, you don't get to assault them. You don't get to hit them or cause any harm physically to them, because that's what we call illegal. That's what we call a felony.
Yeah.
And Chris Rock is the bigger man for not pressing charges, because could you imagine Will Smith in jail that night with his Oscar in hand in jail?
We were thinking about it too.
Yeah.
Like,
But
hey.
you know what? Chris Rock had every opportunity to do that to Will and his family. But Chris Rock, and I've met the man, he's an honorable man, and he didn't deserve that. No comic deserves that. If you don't like the joke, don't laugh, or maybe talk to the comic afterwards, man to man,
Exactly.
woman to woman,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
That's it. You don't do that in front
Just
of
don't
witnesses.
assault that.
That's
Yeah.
just it's like we've gone backwards again,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if you can't take a joke, you can't take a joke. It's okay. It's
So,
fine.
wait, so from your perspective, or from your experience, sometimes do you feel it that the audience like don't like the joke, or doesn't even like specific joke, like they don't get it, and you just have to abrupt and change the topic?
Yeah, move on. And if if it's a joke that I really believe in or really like myself, and they don't get it, then it's not doesn't mean I'm going to stop telling it. Maybe I'll just save it for another audience. Every audience is different. Really, every show is
Oh,
different.
wow.
Every audience
So-
has has hecklers.
Well-
Exactly.
Well, a lot of people who are super picon will be there, but if they have any class, they'll just be quiet. They'll just shut up.
Because they know
And
what
not-
they
not
entered
be part
into,
of the show.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and they can't force themselves into the show. Really, like we're not gonna say anything. I'm the one with the microphone on stage. This is my show. You don't get to hijack my show. You know. So
That's so
they just.
true.
Yeah.
I like people. I like It's funny when people feel like they have that privilege over performers, especially independent writers and free thinkers like comedians, especially when you say something on stage where you're gonna have a disagreement, but just take care of it in a grown up way. But
Yeah.
how Will Smith took care of it, that was awful. That was just
I know that was like
really
yeah,
bad.
ano na yun eh, parang we were like we thought actually it was a
we all thought it was an act.
Millions
It was
of
an
us,
act or-
millions of
or
us watching
scripted
are
to.
like, holy crap! Or at the same time, and we're waiting for the gag, the punchline.
No,
Like, oh,
there was no gag. It's like, wait a minute, why are they?
Did that really
why
happen?
Why they cut the sound out, and then we had to find out later that that they didn't censor the actual audio around the world. The USA, we got the censored, cut out audio version. But then the next thing you go to Twitter, you go to Facebook, and everyone's posting the actual footage.
Yeah, the
with the
uncensored
actual.
one.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that is
Some-
the worst. And they
Ex-
didn't. And that's on the Academy. Talk about no class. They let him stay. They let him sit there instead of escort him outside of the building. Oh, they waited. They let him stay. I have my doubts about Hollywood. I really do.
It's true. Grabe no, kahit kami nagulat. And he was still there, and he went on the stage and then just started crying, and then
Yeah, and never apologizes. Never
Exactly.
apologized to
I was
Chris
expecting
Rock.
that he will
He apologized
apologize.
to everyone else except to Chris Rock. Come on, there's a man backstage who has to explain why he was slapped by another man to his children later that night. No, that's not. That's just
and
not
there was
cool.
an after party, and he was partying.
Oh yeah, it's like, whoa, shouldn't he just go home? And,
That's when I
you know,
found,
think-
like,
think it- no, he was
okay.
partying. He was dancing with his Academy Award in his hand, dancing to getting jiggy with it, his own song. Wow.
Grabe, no?
Yeah,
Sabi nga ni Ate Pilar, next time, put a disclaimer so comedians will be able to do their stuff if Picon get out.
Yeah,
Did it-
no, that's a thing. We always rely on the security at the club or at the venue, but something happened at the awards. I mean, the Academy Awards. Don't they have security at all? I mean, you have famous people in there, and there's no security.
They did not anticipate a famous person will stand up.
Oh no,
Exactly.
they've been told like, hey guys, yeah, I don't know what happened. Someone
or we
failed.
really don't know. How
We
about
don't know,
that?
but someone failed Chris
Grabe,
Rock,
no?
and Chris Rock does not.
But at least now the Academy is now they release a statement that they're gonna privately and
Yes.
further investigate.
Yeah, it's
They
too
have
late.
to. They
They had
have
a lot
to.
of meetings actually since last
God.
night, basically.
Oh wow, they should have had a meeting once that slap happened. Like,
I know.
this
Probably
guy needs
they're-
to go.
Yeah,
But
probably they
protected
realize
him.
it. I feel like they're pressured because
Yeah,
a lot
boy.
Yeah.
of people
Yeah,
are
but-
thinking that
Yeah, that was
you know,
just it was not only was the slap shocking, but when he was accepting the Academy the Oscar, people were giving him standing ovations. Like, whoa! Hey,
Parang
did you guys
weird,
just
I know.
witness this man assault somebody, and now you're giving a standing ovation? Yeah, Hollywood needs to check itself. That's just not healthy.
exactly.
healthy.
And now a lot of people are doubting Oscars now,
Yeah,
right? Like my
I mean, it was
favorite,
bad
Isim
enough.
sila.
It
Oh
was
my god.
bad enough. The Oscars is just so corny and one-sided, and there's a lack of diversity. And this was a step in the right direction, I mean, it wasn't that great of a show, but seriously, this made it just worse. This is like just confirmed, like the Oscars does not have any control over its own
That is
show.
so true. I know.
So,
it's so sad.
I'm thinking about Chris every day. It's like, well, there's no statement from Chris Rock. And you know what? And us comics, we hope he doesn't have a statement. He doesn't need to apologize for the joke, because it was a harmless joke about G.I. Jane. Like I remember seeing that movie, and Demi Moore was pretty badass with her short hair, and that was a good action film. So why not, Jada Pinkett Smith to be in the sequel if there should ever be one, because
Exactly.
she looks great in her with her hair.
With her hair.
But
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
pointing
yeah.
out it's because she has
Yeah.
alopecia and
Oh,
all.
Yeah,
Alopecia.
but no one told anybody that. So you know what? It can go either way if you want to. But I listened to that what Chris said over and over again. He never mentioned anything about a medical condition or alopecia, and it's not life threatening. People, it's not like she's bald because she's going through chemotherapy. I
Exactly.
know people who are
Yeah.
going through
True,
chemotherapy
true,
right
true.
now, and they are bald, and they are missing their eyebrows. Yes, but come on. She's the millionaire. She's a rich
And you know
Hollywood
what?
elite.
Billionaire. actually.
I've listened to worse jokes and more offending jokes than that. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking too.
That was.
That
yeah.
would trigger you to do that.
Off
There
the
must be
line,
something.
yeah.
You must be hating on Chris from the get go. There must,
And, like, wow, what did Jada do? Just a little look, and she looked at her husband. Okay, you know what to do. You need to go up
I
there.
think
and
that's
destroy-
what
and
the
destroy-
camera didn't get.
No. She told her husband to go up there and destroy your own career right now.
I know.
Go destroy the Smith family name in Hollywood right now. That's what happened,
Oh.
because no one's ever going to
Grabe,
book
no?
him.
Yeah.
No one's going to hire him for anything else because he just proved what a violent individual he is.
He is, true. And ito pa, di ba, Jada Pinkett has a show, a red table.
Yeah, the red table.
On
Yeah,
Facebook.
where she just totally humiliated her own husband by saying, "Yeah, I slept with somebody. It was an entanglement."
Exactly, right?
Oh
It was
my
like,
God, what is wrong with this family?
Oh my
You know
God,
what?
nakakaloka.
Well,
I think, yeah.
they're waiting for that show for their side, and of course, people
No one's
are
I
buying
don't care.
tickets
No
like
one's-
hotcakes for Chris Rock has a stand-up
Yes,
show
I
too.
hope he sells out every one of his shows because he's on tour with Kevin Hart. So imagine if those two tag team against Will Smith. Oh my God.
Oh my
that would be awesome.
God, I wonder who will.
And then they might
Sabi,
have
there's
like
so many
they might have a guest set performer by Dave Chappelle. Oh my God, that would be awesome.
Imagine that? Oh boy.
Oh, those guys, all three guys, are writing together right now.
For
why you're not
sure.
So many
that's why you're
materials.
you're not hearing a response from Chris Rock's team because they're writing. They are seriously writing. That's what happens when you mess with a comic. We will start writing.
Oh
So
my
that's just
God.
how it
Did
is.
it happen to you? Did it happen to you? Like what happened?
I
Like,
get
not exactly, but not
I
an
get-
assault.
No, but I get heckled. I get, I'm glad, places where it's happened, security acted fast, before guys run on stage. But
Really?
yeah.
Do you
but what am I-
remember what kind of comedy? I mean, what type of
What was the joke?
What was the joke?
I don't know.
during that
It's
time?
I just told. They weren't really listening to my act. They came to just sit up in the front, get drunk, and make noise. And I just told them to shut up or leave. And they didn't want to leave, and they didn't want to shut up. So I just kept going at them, because it's my show. And I'm thinking about everybody else. I don't care about that. It's not their show. You don't get to hijack my show. And I'm thinking about everybody else in the audience who, probably saved up, to go out as a couple or on a date to come to my show. They put some time and effort and money, and these fools up here in this front table are ruining it, ruining their plans. So I'm thinking about my real fans and the people who actually wanted to come to see a comedy show and have a good time. So and they're depending on me. I'm the captain. This is my boat.
You're right.
And you don't get to hijack my boat. I'm gonna kick you out somehow. But I'm glad security came, but it doesn't mean that and poor Chris, he thought it was a joke too. Like, what is Will doing? Oh my God, he just slapped
Why is this
me.
why is he just
Like,
walking
really, is
towards
this ever
me?
going to happen? Yes, it happened finally to me. And so for us comics, like, yeah, that can happen anytime, any night. And you just got to be ready. You just got to be ready.
And he
I mean,
handled
really,
it pretty well. It was
I'm
obvious.
beyond
Yes.
beyond well. I mean, like, if that happened to any lesser comic, they would have just walked off the stage, gone to commercial.
Or
But that would have been
probably
that would have been
go
a
straight
shame
in.
for that would have been a shame for the nominees for the best documentary. That's all you have to do. and he got through it, and he presented the Oscar to, Questlove, who had a great documentary
Oh yes, the
about
Summer of
Harlem.
Love. Oh my
Oh
God.
my God! It's like people forgot that. Wow, even through all this whole incident, that he still did his job and named the recipient for that Oscar. So Chris Rock is one of the most professional, not comedians, but entertainers in our lifetime. So
Grabe,
so I'm
no?
glad he's not saying anything.
I know. I'm glad that I was expecting that he would just go straight and then punch him too, but I'm so glad he didn't
But
do
then
that.
he's got class, and plus he's smaller than Will Smith. It's like Will
Exactly.
Smith, you're picking on a guy who's like 4 or 5 inches shorter than you and 50 pounds lighter than you. Chris Rock is not a big guy. He's a pretty slim guy, slender, and Will Smith is big and he's well built. So he felt that, and that was painful. That was really painful.
Grabe, no?
He was
Oh,
picking on the
God.
small guy. He was picking on someone smaller than him because he knew he could. But imagine if he actually went up against not just Chris Rock, but the Rock, Dwayne Johnson. That would have been great.
Exactly. Oh!
That's
Will
an
Smith
action.
would
Wrestling
have been
na
on the
yun.
floor.
It's a
Mag-end
sci-fi
up na
action
wrestling
film.
yun. OMG.
He would never leave his seat. He would never leave his seat, and Jada would divorce him the next morning. So yeah.
Exactly. Pero wait, you mentioned earlier, speaking of like writing, right? You were like, oh,
Yeah.
they're writing already, blah, blah, blah. So what about you? Like, do you constantly write? Is it always scripted whenever you go on stage, or is it
somewhat,
always
half and half?
impromptu? Yeah.
It's half and half. So I mean, the way I write, I don't write like script-wise, your long form. I just write ideas, and see which words will go with those ideas, and how can I play with those words on stage, and just kind of keep a simple story. And if the story has characters, develop those characters and those voices. But it's I keep it really simple. I've seen other comics just really have like 3 pages, for one joke. Like, why? You're
Oh, so
overwriting it. You're making it unfunny now.
okay. So yours is just
Sometimes
bullets.
less is more when it comes to stand-up. Comedy, when you're comedy writing for like a sitcom, of course, yeah, you're going to expand. You're going to write more lines for your actors. But in stand-up, we have to be everything at one time. We're the performer, we're the writer, we're the director. We're all of those things, all at the same time in real time. And there's no going in reverse. There's no saying cut. Let's do another take now.
Exactly.
If you mess
real
up,
time.
you mess up. But sometimes that mess up teaches you how to do it better the next time. As a writer. So you have your own writing team inside of your head, just taking notes,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
right?
Oh. But what about in real life? Are you really funny, or because there's a lot of comedians that they're quiet,
I know.
anemic
No.
in person.
I'm more of a listener. I'm the guy, I'm not the loudmouth. And there's a lot of comics who prefer to be loudmouths, and they won't stop talking, and they're super annoying.
and the name is. No, I'm just kidding.
No, there's a lot. Seriously, there's a lot out there. It's just like, boy, can you just stop talking about how funny you are? Why don't you go up on stage and prove it? So when being in the industry over 3 decades, when I've gotten to work with some of the best comics, and we're backstage in the green room, in the dressing room, and we're just quiet. We're just little light conversation, just talking about what's going on in the world, but nothing about, hey, how about this? You think this is funny? Okay, sit down. No, those are the comics I really don't like. It's like, seriously, unless we're collaborating together at a table, we're doing this like for real collaboration with amongst other writers, but not that comics like, oh my god, this is so funny to me, but I think just listen, don't
Like
do
there's
that.
no off button.
Okay,
So,
got
so
it.
Yeah,
Jesse,
there's no
okay,
off
okay.
button. Just
So
test
Jesse-
it. I will watch you do it on stage, okay?
Yeah,
I will
you wanna
watch
see it
do
on stage.
And then don't ask me, you ask them, your audience. If you think it's funny, they better agree. So and if they don't think it's funny, go back to your notes, work on it. If you really believe in that routine, that bit, then work on it. That's all you have
Yeah,
to do.
yeah.
you know?
balikan natin kanina because we were talking about it and then we were interrupted with
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Rockman. Like how you started, like how did you ended up like doing comedy as a part of your career. But before you answer that, can you directly say actually we can hear there's like a static. Like a static thing. Can you hear
Oh
it?
no, static.
Yeah, there's a static like yeah. So probably you can like pull ano ba?
You want
Hugot
to
ulit?
reset again? Okay.
Or reset again?
Reset.
Oo.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, ganun na lang no.
Ayan.
Grabe no.
Hi guys, I am
Hi
JCast.
guys.
So,
Ate Pilar again. Thank you. Ate Pilar, maraming salamat for always helping. Ayan.
How's that?
Ayan,
Direct,
okay.
direct. Okay na?
Okay na, ayan.
No,
So
medyo-
yun.
before we
Marami
move
tayong
on.
gremlins dito kasi.
Oh, the
Maraming
gremlins.
gremlins. Oo.
Before
For
we,
mga duwende dito sa kusina ko.
Oo, duwende.
no, Jesse, I want to say earlier.
Super
like,
galit yung mga duwende dito. Super galit.
Super galit yung mga
no, you said
duwende.
earlier that you were
Ah.
you're quiet and you're a listener when you're not on stage. You know what? Because I'm really a loudmouth when I am drinking, and that's my
Uh-oh.
and you know I'm kind of a comedian and an insult queen. And actually, that's why I posted on Facebook after the Chris and the best smackter Will Smith. I posted on Facebook that. Oh, I don't wanna tell jokes anymore and insult anyone because somebody might slap me my
Oh,
face.
yeah.
So I just want to say that it's funny because I'm kind of quiet when I'm like normal days, but when I really drink, that really sets me off into being
Yeah,
loud.
actually, when you meet J-Cast,
Maybe you shouldn't drink, Jake. Huh?
Oh no!
I know.
Okay,
And actually,
wait, let's cheers for
when you
not
meet-
drinking.
I'm just
when you
kidding.
meet J-Cast,
Let's cheers to
Don't
not
drink
drinking.
too much.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
there you
Alam
go.
mo, Rexa, when you meet J-Cast, if he's not like drinking, he's really I'm the one who talks for 6 hours straight.
Jesse talks
I can
24/7.
talk, and he would just be like,
Okay. Yeah,
But
because
once
we're
he
listeners.
drinks,
we're listening.
that's
We make really good spies. You know,
Oh, there
we're
you go.
observing. We're observing the world around us. You know.
Oh, there you go. Yung mga comedians talaga, no?
Yeah.
So anyways, so balikan natin yun. Like, so paano how did you started in how did you in the comedy world? Like,
No,
did you start
just go to
when
the
you were in
clubs.
high school?
College. Just go to the clubs, and there are silang open mics. Sundays, Tuesday nights. You sign up, and then you get in line, and then you get 3 minutes or 5 minutes of stage time, and you with maybe 20, 25 other comics in one night. That's just how it was in San Francisco.
When was
you know,
this?
this is-
What age were you?
19, 20 years old, like early 20s. Yeah, so
Oh,
that's how it was.
Hindi ka kinabahan kahit kailan? Wala kang kaba?
Huh?
Wala ka nervyos
Were you
ever
nervous?
since?
Oh yeah, always. I still am. It's just how it is. You never get over it. You never get over it when the show when you do it this long. You set a higher standard for yourself and your material, and So it's always I always get nervous trying new routines or maybe a routine a different direction. So I just want to. It makes me nervous and excited. Because the stuff that I write for myself, and if it makes me laugh, I think you guys will enjoy it.
Oh my God, ang galing. So wait, so nung 19, right? So what did your parents say? Kasi usually Filipino parents, they just want their kids to be a nurse or a doctor.
I wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer, but they forced me to go into stand-up comedy. So
Totoo ba yan? Baliktad?
they broke my
Baliktad.
dreams. No, just kidding.
I knew it.
So what happened?
No, I don't know. I just decided to do it on my own. I tried it for 2 years without telling my family, and then I told everybody, "Hey, I've been doing stand-up for 2 years," and they didn't know. And I just performed at colleges, at talent shows, and whatever, and just to sharpen my skills. And I told them, "Yeah, this is something I want to do, just for fun." And it just went from fun to something full time. So that's just how it happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you finish your college?
Oh yeah,
or
I finished college. It took me a while, a little longer than planned, but yeah, I still, because I was also working full time and doing comedy, and then
also,
going to school.
what course did you took up?
Yeah, of all things, Asian American Studies and cinema writing. So yeah, film writing. So
Oh,
I was
okay.
in the
So,
arts, I guess, creative arts. Yeah, I think
oh
writing.
wow. So it's still, yeah, so andun pa rin siya sa line ng comic, no? Ang galing na. So wait, during that time, imagine, napansin ka, were you the only Filipino during that time? Because during that, ikaw lang talaga nung time na yun na pinapanood. I mean,
No,
I watched it.
there was a handful of us. Like my mentors is like who's still around, but he's not doing stand up or comedy as much or anymore. Is Ron Muriera, and then there was also Alan Manalo and Kennedy Cabezares, and if you look this guy up, he Lorenzo Matawaran. He was a network actor on TV. He played a character named Buzz Belmundo. But very, very, very short-lived, careers. I guess I would be the only one who's been doing Fil-Am stand-up for over 3 decades straight. Since day one, I've been Filipino. I've never had to say, "Hey, I'm Asian American." No, dude, I don't do that. If you look at me, I'm definitely Kayumanggi Filipino. I'm not gonna. I'm not Chinese American. Sorry, dude. My last name is Navarrete.
But I'm sure people mistakenly probably think like you're you're
Mexican.
Spanish,
Yeah.
Mexican,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Hispanic, but no. That's why I needed to tell people from day one I'm Filipino, and yeah, I have a Spanish surname. So let me tell you why. Okay. No one's ever done that before, so I had to be my own example. This is why we have Spanish last names. This is why our culture is so mix. That's why we have a history of colonization, of interacting with so many other people, even to this day. Filipinos. That's why we're so adaptable, because we've had so much contact with everybody over the centuries. So you have to explain that, and so that's why I use my vehicle of comedy to talk about our people and our history and how we got here to America.
Exactly.
And how we're doing, right? How we're doing.
Kasi sa'yo nag-start, you were the one who started the jokes about the mom.
Yeah.
You were, I heard it
The
from you,
Filipino
like
culture din eh,
the
oo.
Filipino, the what, the tito, the tita,
Tita
you
boy, my
started
mom,
all of those
all that
things.
stuff. Yeah, Yep. All that stuff, because no one was pioneering it for me, so I had to do it myself.
Exactly.
Why wait, right? Why wait for it to come when maybe you're the one who's supposed to do it? I'm sorry, but I'm not bragging or anything, but you know what? That's just how we are. We're that kind of. I think that's how I was raised. I got that from my parents. I got that from my relatives. It's like, what? Roll up your sleeves, do the work. That's it.
Pero
Exactly.
hindi ka ba nahirapan nun? Sometimes kasi Filipinos, adaptable nga tayo, pero sometimes we are the hardest audience to our own kapwa natin, di ba? Tapos ikaw,
It's hard to please.
nilabel mo yung sarili mo na Fil-Am comedian, but then you broke through the wall, you became mainstream, and you had your DVDs released, di ba? Sunod-sunod, and you had your show. So hindi ka nahirapan with, primarily with the Fil-Ams?
No, and then all of a sudden, I'm working in the Philippines for 3-4 years straight. Because there was no American style stand up in the Philippines until I arrived and taught everyone how to do it. So if you go to Manila now, I have I'm happy to say that the Philippines has stand up.
Oh my God, ikaw yata nag-umpisa nga ng stand-up sa Philippines. Kasi wala nga yata nung Jessie.
During that time, yeah.
You look up the guys from Comedy Manila. They are amazing. And I consider them not maybe my proteges, but also my mentors. Because they took they watched me when I first came to Manila in 2002. And I just stayed pretty much in the Philippines doing stand-up. They were so hungry for stand-up. And so I was there, back and forth between here and there, doing live stand-up in Manila, Cebu, everywhere. Just throughout the Philippines and throughout Asia, because it was a growing art form, but the Philippines never had it formally, so they needed me to show them how it's done, and so they're doing very well so
And
far.
ngayon namamayagpag sa Pilipinas the stand-up comedians mga gays.
Comedians. Oh,
Diba?
Yeah,
yes.
Oo.
like oh god,
Si Vice Ganda ang number one.
Yeah, I know.
Diba?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that was there already before I got there, but point of view stand-up comedy like I do, political satire, social commentary, that kind of stuff. No one was doing it.
Oh yeah,
you
the
know?
style.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
you were the
style. So
first
I just
one.
added the new style to what was already happening there in the Philippines. So I'm glad now. Again, it comes full circle. The Philippines also taught me a little bit of how to do comedy, and I brought my own stand-up to the Philippines, and now they're doing it. So yeah, definitely check out the guys like Red Oliero, GB Labrador. Oh my gosh, James Caraan. That's great stand-up, and they do it in Tagalog, which is amazing.
Yeah. Can you do a stand-up comedy na straight Tagalog for like
No.
10 minutes? No, it's hard.
No, because my brain thinks in English.
And English,
but
true.
then I'll throw in some Tagalog words every now and then. I'll sprinkle it in there. But these guys, they have the ability to do their act in Tagalog, and then when they work abroad, maybe in like KL or like in Hong Kong, then they'll do their whole thing in English.
Oh.
Amazing. So
But
very good.
was there a time that like you felt like, oh, teka, I think I'm Asian, so it's sort of like a prejudice during that time, that because you're Asian and then we mostly black or white people are doing comedy or Hispanic. Did you ever felt that?
No, because I had enough Asians doing comedy around me, when I was growing up. Like Henry Cho, he's amazing. He's a Korean American who grew up in Knoxville, Tennessee. He's a Southerner, but he's Korean American. It was amazing to see him. And Andy Bumatay from Hawaii, he's half Filipino. People don't know that, but he does Hawaiian style kind of a stand-up comedy, and
Okay.
I studied his work early in the 80s, in the early 80s, mid 80s. So he was like my first example of someone who looks like me, who comes from the island and
Yeah.
is doing stand-up comedy like Eddie Murphy. What? This guy's from Hawaii doing Eddie Murphy stuff? Yeah.
Galing.
So I was never without any role models, and those guys inspired me to do what I do. So I became, one of them.
What about women?
Yeah, Margaret
So
Cho.
how was
Oh my
no?
gosh.
What I'm saying is,
Oh.
women in your life, women, As in, plural.
I
Teka,
thought
before
women
you-
comedians too.
Before, no, not women. Pinasa ko bigla si Love
drink your
Life.
German beer.
Oo. Sir,
What's that?
I'm sure you had
Oh.
a lot of like fans who's throwing their panties like on you, like hi, Max.
Yes, because I also own the laundromat. So
Labhan mo daw yung panty.
Oh my God. Wait.
So,
Hold on.
yeah,
Sabi ni Direk,
ready.
daw, static na naman. May static, no?
Meron ba?
Bumabalik
Wala ko
daw eh.
naririnig.
Or
Reset,
probably-
reset.
Or probably
reset?
you can just take off the
Let's see.
headphone, and it will just like use a regular. I think that's
Yeah.
better. You want to take off
Okay,
the?
I just did.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I did. Okay na?
Oh yan, okay na.
Correct.
Ayan,
Okay, good.
so
Ayan,
much
okay
better.
yan.
I
Yan.
put in, I put out.
Yes,
You
thank
put
you.
in, you put out. Yes.
Oo, sarap.
Well,
So what about okay, so during that time I'm sure there's so many women, right?
Oh my gosh.
Plural. Talagang with an E. Like women. Talagang
Oh
they're
boy.
like going
I'm just,
goo
you know
goo
what?
gaga.
Having a good sense of humor really pays. It pays. I guess it pays to have a good sense of humor because you pretty much get a very active dating life. So that's just how it was.
Ooh,
Until
how
you settle
active is
down, you get
active?
married. until you settle down with the woman of your dreams and have 2 kids. So yeah, that's what happens.
So wait. So how and when did you met si Mrs.
Yeah, that's a long story. She tells it better, but we've been married about 13, maybe 13, 14, 13 years. Yeah, 13 years.
Oh my God,
But we
that long.
but we started but we started a family way sooner. We're traditional Filipinos. We have the kids first, and then we get married.
Oh,
The new tradition. The new tradition na.
Cheers.
Oo.
Cheers to the-
Yes. I love
Oh.
that.
pero buti, no? Kasi syempre, you were so famous. During that time, you're still famous.
Too
But
busy.
during that
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
you're always like going around the world and on tours.
Yeah.
And was she jealous or?
No, we met later, much later, in life. So, and much when I was much older and a lot more mature and ready to settle down, start a family, but still do stand up. A lot of people don't think that you can still do stand up and and still have a family like normal, like everybody else, right?
Was it hard?
So-
Was it hard? Because you're always on a tour.
No,
It's sort of like
just,
a
you just make it
LDR.
work. Yeah, you just try to make sure that there's enough time for the family in between the touring and between the show dates. You just have to be responsible. You just have to be a responsible, I guess, dad, husband, or spouse.
Aw. How many kids do you
parent.
have? How many
Just
kids do you
two.
have?
I got
Oh,
two
two. How old
teenagers,
are- How old are
seven.
they?
17 and 13. So
Oh, mga teenagers nga.
Are they also like funny
Yeah.
like you? Yeah.
well, goofy and a good sense of humor. I'm not gonna tell you who's who, but yes, one is goofy and one of them just has a good sense of humor. So that's
Oh.
important.
Wait,
But they don't
nga
want to
pala.
become comics. They don't want to become comics.
Wait, hold on. What's the difference between a goofy and a good sense of humor? I don't.
Goofy
It's
is
hard for me
parang,
to discern.
parang King Koy, you know?
Yung kahit hindi
Yeah.
nagsasalita, nakakatawa na.
Yeah.
Just like my son. Our son is like that. Like
Yeah.
goofy.
Goofy.
It's annoying
Pero,
sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But then-
it's so
and then
annoying.
Good sense of humor is just like, wow, like very deep, parang,
Yung may timing, di ba?
Well,
Yan,
may
ganun.
timing.
just really, really knows if a joke is can tell you how a joke is funny in so many ways, or not immediately.
Oh, so that's the
so-
difference between
See,
goofy and
There are people
Oo.
who take their sense of humor very seriously.
really.
Oh yes, there's
Oh, wait.
highbrow, there's lowbrow, there's sometimes it takes you have to be kind of like a smart joker, I guess, a very intellectual joker rather than just a
Exactly.
joker.
That's how that's what I always tell I'm a fan of comedians because I know that the comedians are the most smartest person in the world, one of the most smartest person in the world, because it's not that easy
No.
to just crack a joke or just say it just like that, impromptu, and then make everyone laugh. Even if you're trying to like ridicule that person in front of you, and people would still laugh. But because if I say it, probably the bitch will slap me. But you guys would just be like, ha! And it was like, hey, isn't parang she's insulting me, but it's funny. But if a regular people would say that,
Yeah.
diba? It's an insult.
Yeah,
Kaya
yeah.
bilib ako sa
Yeah.
inyo.
Yeah. So again, it's about intent, timing, context. Where it's all coming from, who the recipient is, and hopefully they'll have a good sense of humor and not beat you up. But
Oh
you
yeah.
know, if you're really bad, I guess in the early days of doing stand up, you just have to learn how to stand your ground, and just in case, you got to know how to defend yourself.
That's so true.
So that's just how it is. That's why people love comics or they hate us. There's no in between.
Really?
Yeah,
But wait,
that's
how come
true.
you didn't enter the showbiz, the Filipino showbiz? Because
No.
you know how the Filipinos are like, uwi ka ng
I-
Pilipinas.
No,
Mag-artista ka doon.
no, because I'm too much in my head. I'm independent. I'm more independent in my craft and what I do. I don't like to have a lot of people around me to do it, and it's just something I do
Oh.
myself. And then the only time there's a lot of people around me is when you guys come to the show. That's it, and that's the way I like it. I don't have an
Ah, so you-
entourage. I'm not that insecure. I'm very private when it comes to my comedy. I'll show up with maybe one person or something, just to accompany me, but I'll meet everyone there. I'm really approachable, and if you mess with me, I'll mess with you. But if you love the show, I'll give you a great show. If you're a big fan of comedy, I'll give you a great show. That's just how it is. I got nothing to hide behind. People have known me for years. This is just how I do it. And, that's something that I pass on to the next comics. Try to be as humble as possible. Be yourself. Because if you be yourself, then that's going to come through to your writing and to, your style of comedy. Just be yourself. Keep it honest. Don't try, because if you don't, then you start stealing. You start stealing from other comics.
Actually, speaking of stealing, but
How
again,
about that?
wait, hold on. Again, before you answer that, ano daw Derek said there's another static.
Okay na ba? Okay na?
A little bit, yeah. Did you hugutin ulit? I mean, are you using the?
Okay, there.
There you go. Yes.
Ayan. Kailangan
So,
hugutin at ipasok
what
lang
about
natin from
stealing?
time to time.
Napipikon ka ba? Like, do you get pikon whenever wait, that person stole my joke?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I get more than pick on. I get angry. It's like, wow, you were that lazy, but you want the fame, but you don't want to do the work. You'd rather steal someone else's work so you can get to that TV show or that movie role. It's like, come on. You know what? Yeah, go ahead, take it, because then, people are going to find out later just how big of a phony you are, because my stuff, mine's all been on the record. It's been recorded. I put it on CD, DVD. Like, you can only steal so much of my stuff that I can tell. You've been watching my stuff. You've been listening to my CDs. It's okay.
At least you know that.
But is that a
You know.
normal?
Yeah.
Is that normal in the trade of not just Fil-Am comedians, but in stand-up comedians per se? You know
Yeah.
that you get inspired, or sometimes you actually use their jokes.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of stealing. This is one of the worst industries to be in. If you have no talent, if you have no talent as a writer, you end up stealing from real writers, real stand-up comics, because they, first and foremost, were writers. People don't want to even just, oh my God, where'd you get that joke? I wrote it. I write. Like, what's that?
True.
It's called writing. It's like, I can't explain it. It's like trying to explain jazz to somebody. I don't get it. There's no singing. How come there's no vocalist? Because it's jazz and it's music. Oh my God. It's like I'm surrounded by idiots. So yeah.
I know. True.
Like, my God, it's like, do I need to explain what a writer is? Why my stuff is funny and it's making you laugh? It's because I have the sensibility of a comedy writer, and I write for Filipino Americans or Filipinos, and I'm glad that every non-Filipinos are listening and watching my stuff now, because will they come to the show? Are they going to understand it? My show is in English. Do they understand English?
That's so true.
Exactly. I might have to over-explain. It's in English. Unless I do it in Tagalog, even if I do, it's going to have a little translation real quick. But my shows are in English. You're welcome to come. If you can afford a ticket, come
Then
to the show.
you can come to the show.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not going to leave you out. Oh my God, that's not me. I'm not going to leave you out. If there's non-Pinoys coming to the show, I'm going to make sure that you understand everything I'm saying.
Oh my God.
even Carabao English.
Even Carabao English, yes. So anong aabangan namin? So for those people how many shows do you have right now that you're cooking?
Well, I got a very important trip to the East Coast this weekend. So
Yes.
that's really important. Jersey City, hey Jersey.
Jersey City.
I can't wait for Jersey City.
Jersey
It's forever.
strong.
Get to see some old friends who, because the pandemic has kept us apart for like two years. So I'm looking forward to coming back to Jersey. I got a lot of family there in Jersey, also there, and they live in I think West Orange, Jersey.
Oh,
So
okay.
hopefully they'll come up to the show. But and then I'm gonna be driving up to Boston the next night and do a show up there. So, it's like it's so cool to just travel anywhere in this country and there's Filipinos.
True.
You have to, where the Filipinos are hidden, wherever there's a big hospital or a Navy base. Right?
There's always Filipino on the side.
There's
Yes.
always Filipinos. As long as there's a big bunch of hospitals and a Navy base, there's Filipinos.
Filipinos are there. Oo,
Sayang,
Oh
no?
my
totoo.
God.
April 1st, kasi may podcast kami niya nung gabi.
Hindi,
Oy!
papamove ko siya ng Saturday. Kakausapin ko.
Papamove mo
Oo.
ba?
No,
Wow.
papamove ko ng Saturday. Yeah.
Oh
Kasi
my
alam mo, I think
gosh.
it's better sa kanya kasi it's a Saturday night. Tapos
No, it's Friday.
Saturday morning.
Sa
No.
Jersey.
Dun sa
Oh.
guest namin. So
Kasi
we can
April 1st
watch
is
you.
Friday night.
okay.
Eh.
Yeah, because we want to watch you on Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Because I live in Jersey City.
She lives in Jersey
Oh,
City.
It's just
yeah,
right there around the corner.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, teka
That's
saglit.
gonna be fun. I can't
Oh
wait
my-
because I'm gonna also be joined by 3. I think. Teka, sino ba yung?
Ayan,
There
ayan.
you go.
There, I got 3 other local Filipino American comics joining.
Oh, are they
me
from
that night.
from Jersey City too?
They're from
Or
the Jersey, New York area, so I'm so looking forward to working with them. It's gonna be so fun.
Nakapunta ka na
Oh
ba
my-
dyan, Jessie, sa backyard? The
not
backyard?
yet. That's why I'm excited. Sige. Yeah, ano ko
Yeah.
to. I'll talk to
Yeah.
him. It will be
Yeah, yeah.
fun because I wanna meet you because I always watch you, like on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Lalo na yung mga sabi ko nga. Actually, the first time I watched your shows, sabi ko pa nga, wait, siya pala nag-start talaga nito. Because I've been hearing it to, like, alam mo na kay Joko and other comedians. But you were like the first, I was like checking out the
Yep.
dates. And I'm like, damn. Like,
I am
you
the
were
first.
really the original.
Yep.
Yeah,
All
i-upload
by
mo daw,
myself.
sabi. Upload old stuff in 4K. Yeah,
Yeah.
please. Because the ones that
Or
we,
I mean,
we watch. Yeah.
if people want to hear my originals, so my first stuff, and my first album was Badly Brown, 1998. I think, yeah, 1998. I think, is that right? Yeah, 19.
Yeah.
So many years. Yeah, and then like 3 or 4 CDs and then 3 DVDs. So all my stuff is on iTunes right now. So you just go to just do a search on iTunes or
Oh,
Rex
that's
Navarrete,
good.
and then you'll see all of my albums plus my DVDs are available there. So I mean, I'm glad that I guess you call me the OG, the original Gago.
The OG, the original Gago.
Yeah, you did your rounds already. You had your MTV
yes,
shows.
yes, you did. Yes,
and-
yes.
And your cartoons, your animated series. So you did pretty much everything, and you went full circle. Basically, you like what you said, all around the world and in the Philippines,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah. So I got a lot of history. I got a lot of history and a lot of material.
Exactly. Look, what about your? So, what about day job? Do you have a day job, or you still do this?
I just do this full time.
Oh my
I'm
God.
writing and
Very lucky.
doing gigs. So yeah, I'm blessed to have to be able to have a craft that also something you love, but it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't.
Oh my
So it's
God!
nice.
I wish we can do that, right? Like, we're doing the things that we really love the most, which is actually that's the reason why we have podcast. Because oh wait, speaking of podcasts, you have a podcast as well, right?
I have a podcast.
Yes.
And I'm planning for my season 2, but everyone can listen to season 1 of the Flip Chronicles, and I
Yes.
get to talk to notable Filipino Americans, actors, people in education, people in media. So yeah, it's a mixed bag of people I just have conversations with, and it's something really I got to start when the pandemic started because we couldn't tour. And so it was a good way for me to still get something out there and let people know that
Yes.
these are the things that interest me. Not just I just didn't want to be it was a conversation. I'm not a host or anything. It's just a conversation.
Parang ganito
with
lang
others.
din. It's just like this, like talking, chit-chatting, and
Exactly.
like, talking about anything and everything under the sun.
So it was like an outlet for the different writers in your head to come
Yeah.
out and play.
Exactly. Oh my
Exactly.
God.
Like I
Yes.
did I interviewed my mentor, Ron Muriera, he started doing stand-up in the 70s, 80s, way before I was, still when I was just a kid. So I needed to hear his perspective, and I had him on my podcast. And also I interviewed Dante Bosco, the actor, director.
Oh,
we
yes,
love
yes.
him.
Dante Basco. Yes.
So, stuff like that. And, yeah, check it out. It's fun. So
Yes.
I'm gonna
Rex Navarrete.
about doing season 2 of the Flip Chronicles. So
Yeah,
it's very
Flip
important.
Chronicles is now up.
Do you
Okay.
wait? Are you friends with Dante Basco?
Yeah.
He has a movie that
has a
came
film.
out. The Philippines.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
that?
The Fabulous Filipino Brothers.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yes, yes, yes,
Jesse, contact again and text Sir Rex so that we can guess Dante. For the movie.
Actually, no, I know, meron tayong, we have a date actually.
Oh, we have a date with him na.
Good.
Oh,
good.
yeah. Oh, by the way, Reggie Lee said regards.
Hey.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Kuya
Yes.
Reggie, nasan siya?
We love
Asan
him.
siya? Yeah. When we posted, Instagram, he said it.
Oh
Please
my
say hi
gosh.
to Kuya. To
He's one of my actor heroes. Wow.
Grabe, the best, no? We
Yes.
love Reggie Lee. My
Oh
God.
my gosh. And I'm just, and Reggie is a big part of this resurgence or this renaissance of Filipino American
That's so
actors,
true.
talent. And hopefully I'll be working with him in the near future on something. So we'll give you an update later.
Diba?
Oh
Just
my
text
God!
it.
Oh,
Oh, I just
Hindi ka-
text it to us.
hindi ka
Just
pa
text it to me,
tapos.
ha?
Oh my
Ay,
God!
nako, meron
Ay,
tayong news.
Oh, di
Oh
ba?
my
Oh,
God, may
Mali mo,
niluluto.
nandun pala kayong dalawa ni Reggie Lee sa isang movie, right? Oh my God, you
nga.
never know.
Kasi,
Yeah.
Because I feel like you can be a good actor as well.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're comics. We're stand-up comics. What is the other thing we do? We act.
Exactly, right?
Correct.
People forget we're not just performers. We're writers. We're actors. We write our own material. We act our own material. So that's one of the freedoms. That's why I love this art form, because you become all those things, and there's no limits. There really is no limits. You know, you become a producer. You get to work with other products. You get to collaborate with other artists who are not necessarily stand-up comics. So yeah, it just leaves you wide open for a lot of other things.
So at least we have something to look forward to. Ooh, coming soon. They're cooking on something. Anyway, question. So in the the current comedians, who's your favorite?
Oh gosh.
Filipinos also.
Gosh, Filipinos. None of them are funny. I'm the funniest.
Oh yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah, in the Philippines.
Oh gosh, in the Philippines, that's hard. I think back in the day when he was still alive was Mang Dolphy.
Oh God,
oh,
Dolphy,
naman.
come on,
And,
of course.
and you know, but then when he passed away, then of course, Michael V, my good friend, Michael V. You know,
Oh God, Michael
si
V.
Bitoy.
Yes.
He's a
Bitoy
genius,
is really
and he hates
funny.
when I call him a genius because he's so multi-talented. People don't know how talented Bitoy really is, and you guys are missing out. But yeah, I would say Bitoy there in the Philippines.
Yeah, Michael
but
V is
here,
really funny.
but here, my favorite. Gosh, I do like a lot of comics. That's so hard to pick from.
Right,
Chris
it's so
Rock,
hard.
Dave Chappelle,
Yes.
George
Oh,
Carlin.
Dave Chappelle,
You know.
Fearless. Oh my Lord.
Yes. Oh my
Dave
God.
Chappelle actually married a Filipino girl.
Yeah, from
Right?
from Queens.
Oh,
I
from
asked,
Queen.
I asked Dave one time, "Hey Dave, I heard your wife's Filipino. What province is she from?" Queens. That's all he had to say.
That's real
Like,
Filipino.
that kind of
There's
makes
so
sense,
many
yeah.
Filipinos in Queens. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. Who knew that Ned Leeds from Spider-Man was finally Filipino, right?
Yeah.
From No
true.
Way Home.
Yes.
I couldn't stop crying, guys. Just to be honest, did you guys see it? I'm not spoiling it, right?
Yeah,
Spider-Man,
yeah.
No Way
Oh
Home.
yes.
Oh my God. When his Lola was in that scene for what, like 10, 15,
Oh my
10
God.
minutes?
Yes.
Oh my God. And there was no subtitles. Thank you, Marvel, for not putting subtitles. You didn't
I
have the
know.
subtitle. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. Oh my God. In a Queens Filipino household.
I know.
And Ned Peter Parker's best friend is Filipino. Oh
It's
my God.
true.
Like, wow.
And also realize that Andrew Garfield can speak Tagalog because he was responding in English to Lola.
The
You never
Lola,
know.
exactly.
Because he's also from Queens.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because
Peter Parker is from Queens. Come on.
most Filipinos in here in
Oh
New
my
York or in
God.
Queens or New Jersey. I'm one of the weird ones. I live in Brooklyn.
Exactly. Oh yeah, you're right.
Please don't tell me you live in Williamsburg, you poser.
Oh, no. I couldn't afford to be in Williamsburg. I'm in Bushwick, baby. I'm beside it.
Hushwick.
Hardcore ka na.
Hey, Hushwick.
Oh my
If
god.
only I can.
God.
Yes.
Wow.
Exact. Oh my
Wow.
God.
I
Oh
can't
my
wait
God.
to get back. I can't wait to be back in there in Jersey side, but I'm gonna work on something for New York. So just stand by.
Yes,
But
please.
Jersey. I need to come back to Jersey.
Yes, and please make sure that you send it to us so we can post
Oh yeah.
it and share
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Card, the
Thank you
poster,
too.
yeah.
Thank you guys for helping me promote the show. It really means a lot to me. For
Oh.
the Jersey fans.
Yes.
To just get the word out. I know you were sick a couple of weeks ago, but we're doing it. This is just
I know. I was.
But three
My
more
God.
nights. Oh my God, 3 more nights. What day is Tuesday? Oh my
When
God,
are you?
3
When
more
are you
nights.
flying? When are you flying?
I'm coming in Friday after Friday late morning. Yeah, literally.
Oh, okay, and then go straight to the show.
Go straight to the show or something. I'll just change my outfit and then go straight to the
I know,
venue.
sabi nga ni Direk, shower daw muna. Tapos,
Shower ka muna.
Kuskus muna.
kuskus muna. And then you're going back.
Boss, your ex-Navarrete.
I know, but are you going back? Are you going back to
No, he's
Are
going
you
to
going back
Boston
to
daw.
nga pala, there's Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston,
Yeah.
then I'm going back home on Sunday. So I have to fly back to Portland, Oregon. That's where I live. So yes, there's
Oh.
yeah.
In
here
Oregon.
the
Is there a
Pacific
lot of
Northwest.
Filipino in Oregon? In Portland?
No, yun naman. There's more in Seattle. They live up in Seattle.
Oh,
Not here.
okay.
3 hour drive if you want to go to Jollibee. But
Oh my
here in
God.
Oregon, wala tayong Jollibee.
Walang Jollibee.
No.
Pero pagdating mo dito sa Jersey City, there's Jollibee.
Madaming Jollibee.
Really?
There's Jollibee here. Yes. There's like probably like a few minutes away from there's
Four.
in
Jersey?
Jersey City? Oh my
Yes.
no, in Jersey City there's only 2.
God. Oh,
There's
that's
2.
That's 2 more than we have here in the state of Oregon.
Oh yeah, true. In New York there's a couple, but in Jersey where you're
It's
the
part of the Filipino.
barnyard is like a few minutes away from Jollibee.
Okay.
At the back door, barnyard.
Okay, now I'll
back
find it.
door.
Guys, don't worry. I'll find Jollibee.
I'm
Yeah,
sure. I'm sure.
you'll smell it, the chicken.
You'll be like, the chicken.
Yeah.
You know what? Jollibee is part of the surgeons of the Filipinos because they're very active in promoting it, not just Filipino Americans, but to Americans basically.
To Americans.
Just
so
like
true.
the surgeons of the Filipinos in Hollywood, and I think it's our time now.
Yes, it is.
Because I think
It
when
is
you were
our
doing
time.
it, you were
It
just
is.
you're just one of them few. But now,
Yeah.
I think it's good. You'll be part of a lot of Filipinos doing it.
Yeah, because when I started stand up, no one wanted to try Filipino food, any kind of Filipino food. We were like the most outside of all the Asian groups. Now we're becoming, mainstream, and it takes a while. It takes a while.
Yes,
it
that's so
feels
true.
like forever, but it's happening.
Yeah, it's slowly
Finally.
happening. We're getting there.
Finally happening. My God, maraming salamat guys. And an hour and a half. I'm so sorry. 10:30 na pala dito. I know we didn't even notice
I'm
it.
late for work now. I'm late for work.
I know, right? My
Yeah,
God, but
we
it's
saw
so
your house
thin.
like it was bright earlier. Now it's dark.
I know.
It's dark.
And now it's darker. We were
Mamaya,
like,
mamaya, on mo na yung lamp mo dyan, ka mga ilaw mo
Direct
kanina,
is like-
diba?
Lamok na. Meron na tayong lamok dito.
May lamok
Like,
na.
lamok na.
Oh, kunin mo na yung
Direk is
katol.
saying-
Buksan mo
I
na yung
know.
katol. O, diba?
Katol yung katol. Direk is saying, Jesse, 1.5 hours na. So, oh shit, nakakahiya. We had so much fun. Like at least getting to know you better. Diba? Chit-chat and everything.
Yeah.
My
This
God.
is so fun, guys. I can't wait to see you on Friday. Yeah.
Yes, on Friday. My God, we're so excited. We're so excited. Thank you so much, Rex. Rex, teka, before, sige, Jcas, ask the question first and then you can promote the
Oh,
show.
yes.
Okay,
Our-
Jcas has
Yes, our questions
Miss Universe
to
question.
our prestigious guest.
Oh,
So, yeah, especially
I'm
you,
very extinguished. I'm very extinguished.
Extinguished?
Distinguished.
Ecstatic. Okay. So, I know you have a lot of experience, and so this will be a great question for you. So, Rex, if you were given a chance to travel back in time and speak to your younger self, to young Rex, what are you going to tell him?
I say, don't be afraid. Don't be, just be brave. And good things will come when you have a little more courage. That's it. it's a very, very tough growing up here, especially when you're from the Philippines and you're still trying to transition and become American, and to sound American. But that doesn't matter anymore. I'm glad the country is becoming a little more open to different sounds, different how people are, the diversity. I'm so happy. But when I was growing up, the diversity wasn't ready. We weren't ready yet. So that's why I had to create diversity in my work. And so sometimes you have to inspire yourself. You have to give yourself the ability to be a little more brave. So that's what I would say. Be brave.
And would sing to him, "Be brave, little one.
Ah.
Make a wish."
Make a wish.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's
Thank
funny.
you.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Maraming salamat, Rex. My God. Maraming salamat for gracing our show. It's
My
really an honor.
pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Our pleasure. Yes.
The
Rex,
privilege is mine.
the privilege is mine.
And of course, before we let you go,
Yes.
final message to everyone, to your global fans, and of
And
course,
plug.
invite everyone.
Everyone.
New
Everyone
Jerseyans and New Yorkers.
Yes. New York, Boston. I'm going to be there this Friday, Saturday, April 1 and 2. Go to my website, rexnavarrete.com, to get information for all the tickets. They're going to go fast, so sorry if it's sold out, but buy your tickets right now. Filipinas, I miss you. I hope Lenny wins. Please vote for
Oh my
Lenny.
God.
Oh my gosh,
yes.
we need a new
Nakampis
change
pala
in the Philippines.
ikaw.
We need a new
Nakampis.
change in the Philippines. So I'm thinking about all my friends and family in the Philippines going through the election season. Be safe, please.
Oh my God.
But then again, find me in the comedy clubs. Check where I'm at. I'm going to be coming to your city maybe in the near future. Let's please support our stand-up comics. Not just me, but every stand-up comic. You understand with the struggle and the fights that we have to literally go through just to make people laugh. So again, thanks for all your support. But I'll see you guys this Friday in Jersey and Boston on Saturday.
Yes, thank you so much. Direct, pakita mo ulit yung last na art card.
Yan.
Yan. Hella, 2 nights of Hella Pinoy jokes. Ayan, on April 1 na po. Show starts at 8 p.m. The Backyard, 331 Westside Avenue in Jersey City. Nako, excited na kami. Maraming,
Yes.
nako, we'll see you on Friday, Rex, ha? I hope you
See you guys.
will notice that us.
Totoong-
Baka be like,
Totoong
who's
cheers na
that?
tayo.
Oo, baka bigla mo kami
Friday.
ganunin. Who are you again?
Who's the drunk maingay guy? Oh, si Jay kasi yan. Si Jay.
Si Jay kasi maingay. Ang
Alakas
ingay,
ang tawa.
Ang
Sino
lakas
ka
ng
sa
tawa.
mga maingay? Si Jcas yun.
Si Jay kasi ang ingay. Tama-tawa na malakas. Maraming salamat, Rex.
And
Thank you
cheers,
so
guys.
much. Yes, cheers.
And of course,
yes.
thank you mga ka-OAGOT for, tuning into this fun episode and getting to know Rex. Mas marami pa manonood nito after this show, Rex. So, thousands pa tomorrow. And guys, don't forget to share this video amongst your friends as well. And please follow us here in Over a Glass or Two in Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. And subscribe to our Over a Glass or Two YouTube channel.
Yes.
Idol Rex Navarrete, thank you very much for hanging out with us and nakipagkulitan sa amin ngayong gabi. Let's have our last cheers for this
Toast.
morning.
Yes,
Ayun.
yes. Yes.
With your schwagung German beer.
Yes.
Mga ka-OAGOT, amidst the pandemic, let's still find ways to be happy. Let's all talk about it. Over a glass or two. Bye, Rex. We
Thanks,
love you.
Rex. Good night.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
See you on Friday. What?
Alam nyo ba itong SMDC? Ang gandang gawin na puhunan. Kung gusto nyong mag-invest sa mga kondo nila, maganda yung mga locations, talagang prime, mala resort yung mga amenities. Well-managed yung cleanliness, saka pwede mo pang maparent yung kondo na mabibili mo. Hindi mahal yung bayad sa pag-reserve, pati yung monthly mong down. Talagang abot kaya nating mga tiga-ibang bansa. So guys, kung gusto nyo magkaroon ng sarili nyong kondo, pamumuhunan ninyo, titirahan o gagawing bakasyonan, may eksklusibong discount kami ng SMDC dito sa Over a Glass or Two. Mag-email lang kayo sa amin sa oagot.us@gmail.com. Pwede ka din magbenta nito para sa ekstrang pera mo. So email lang kayo sa oagot.us@gmail.com. Get your mind and body rejuvenated with Monarch Montage, Skin Science and Medical Aesthetics. Secure the glow you always wanted. Achieve the body of your dreams. Monarch Montage upholds its high standards in beauty. Beauty is the harmony of science and art. Beauty is balance and civic. Complexions are meant to be immaculate, and beauty is beyond time. Imagine the possibilities. In the Philippines, contact Dr. Homer Mendoza. In New York City, contact Dr. Alicia Almendrao. Learn more at monarch-montage.com. Monarch Montage, the beauty and health continue.